Today I want to show you how to find a curve of best fit for data in Desmos. First of all, you want to click plus, table, and type in your data. So we have two options for curved data. One could be a quadratic, one could be an exponential. So first let's look at our data. I'm going to click the little plus in the corner. You can see that our data here is curved. So first let's try a quadratic. Now, you have to remember standard form of a quadratic, which is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So we are going to write y1, so we know we're referring to the y values in the table. We are approximating using a x1 squared plus bx1 plus c. So we can see our curve of best fit here. And I want to look at the residual plot for this. So I'm going to click the little plot button here under residuals. I am going to hide the curve of best fit and the original data. And I'm going to zoom in on my residual plot here. So this is the residual plot for my quadratic equation of best fit. Now let's look at an exponential. So I'm going to turn off this residual plot, come down to the next line. The equation for an exponential is y equals a times b to the x. So I'm going to type y1 tilde a times b to the x1 power. So I'm going to go back up here, turn on my original data, zoom back in on that, so you can see my exponential of best fit here. I'm going to, again, look at the residual plot, so I'm going to click plot, turn off my curve of best fit and my original data, and zoom in on my residual plot here. So ultimately, I want to compare the two residual plots. So I'm going to turn back on my quadratic residual plot. So the quadratic residuals are black, the exponential residuals are blue. So if I look at the quadratic residuals here, on the left side, I've got some values that are positive, some that are negative, same on the right side. If I look at the exponential, most of my data points on the left have negative residuals, and then I've got some really large residuals as I go closer or farther to the right. So again, if we're comparing them, I would say that this black scatter plot, the residuals for the quadratic, are pretty randomly distributed. But if I look at the blue scatter plot, the residuals for the exponential, it is more fan-shaped, where the residuals are getting bigger toward the right. So I would say that this one is not a random plot. It has a little bit more of a pattern to it. So this one is probably better, which is the quadratic equation. So I go back. I would say that this quadratic does a better job of modeling this data.